Hey everyone, PK here. Hope you're doing really well. Today I want to talk about 6 ways to make money in property investing and why you really won't be able to make money in these 6 ways and more without education. Okay, so in property investing, there are multiple ways to make and save money. It's not the case that there's only one way to make money. So in the buy and hold strategy, which is really what's most common and most suitable for most people, mum and dad investors who have young kids, 9-to-5 jobs, white collar or blue collar jobs, they don't really have time for investing hours and hours and hours and hours every single day, every single week in property investing. So the buy and hold strategy is the best for them. But here are 6 ways to make money in property investing, and make sure that you make money and save money in all of these 6 ways. And let's start now. So the first way is positive cash flow. Okay, so make sure you buy properties that are that are positive cash flow. Don't buy negatively geared properties. It's a myth that in order to achieve capital growth, you need to negatively gear. That's an absolute myth. Make sure you buy positive cash flow so that you can make money from day one. As soon as you buy the property, that property is giving you an income. So that's way number 1. Way number 2 is make sure you buy properties that will grow not only in the long term, not only in 10 or 15 years time, but will start to give you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 of growth from the very first few months. Okay, we want that thing to go up even within 6 months. We want that thing to go up by tens of thousands of dollars even within the first year. And anyone who says that you can't predict that, they either don't know what they're doing or they're telling you a lie. We need that short-term growth. Okay, so that's the second way to make money. Positive cash flow. The second way is capital growth. The third way to make money is to buy under market value. Now, there's a lot of conjecture about whether this is even possible. Isn't the market value what you pay for it, what you've paid for it? I mean, you're the market, right? But the reality is that you can beat the market. You can buy under market value properties. It's not that they're easy. It's not that they're simple to do. But if the average person would spend $400,000 on a specific property, there are still ways that you, as an individual, as one sample, can buy that property for $390 or $385 or $380. Now, you can't make $100,000 buying under market value at that sort of price range, but you can still buy under comparable sales. Okay, so the way number 1 to make money was positive cash flow. The way number 2 to make money was capital growth, not just in the long term, but in the short term, within the first year. The way number 3 is buy under market value. Way number 4 is to always buy property that you can add value to. Always buy property that you can add value to through a cosmetic renovation. This doesn't need to be where you've knocked down a wall or you're demolishing a house or you're doing some sort of intense, foundational work, re-stumping or anything like that. This is as simple as putting in $20,000, $30,000 and increasing the value of the house by $70,000, $80,000, $90,000. Once again, it's not easy to do. You can't always just do it. It's not a case of just watching the block and imitating what they do. It only works in less than 5% of suburbs all over Australia. You need that price disparity between renovated and unrenovated homes. But this is a fantastic way to have more control over your wealth creation journey, so that if you strategically put in $20,000, $25,000, the value of the property will increase $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000. Because that's the 4th way to make money. Number 1 was positive cash flow. Number 2 was short-term capital growth, not just long-term. Number 3 was buy under market value, buy a little bit of money, get some equity going that way. And way number 4 was or is cosmetic renovation. And by the way, you don't need to be handy on the tools to do a cosmetic renovation. All of this can be outsourced. almost free of charge if you know how to do that. Way number 5 to make money in property is to own and master the legal parameters, expertise, and constraints. Okay, I mean, when it comes to special conditions in a private treaty, there are simple clauses that you can put in, like, you know, of course you'd need to put in the right legalese, the right legal wording, but something like all furniture should be removed before, you know, the property is settled. Or something like the buyer reserves the right to use the vendor's professional photography when advertising for tenants. Now, professional photography costs $1,000. So just by putting that one line in, literally like 10 words, you've saved yourself $1,000 and reduced your vacancy because you've increased your chances of getting a really good tenant really quickly. By putting in the clause around furniture removal before settlement, you know, I've had an instance in my own portfolio where I had to fork out like $12,000 because the vendor left all of their old furniture there, which I didn't want. So just, you know, things like this, it saves you a lot of money. So that's, what are we up to? Number 5. Number 6 is, the way number 6 to make money in property is to ignore the sales agent, okay? So we want to completely ignore the sales agent, ignore what the listing price is, ignore, you know, whether it's a range or a specific value that they put on the property. Just ignore all that and learn to value property yourself. Don't rely on online bank value calculators, they're all different. Don't rely on what the sales agent is telling you. You know, if it's listed at 600 to 650, if you end up getting that property for 600, that doesn't mean you've got a good deal. So many people think that if I get at the bottom of the range, it must be a good deal. The actual value of the property might have been 580. Okay, so if you learn how to value property yourself, that is another way to save money and in fact make money, because you've got instant equity that you can use for your subsequent purchase. So that's number 6. So there was positive cash flow, short-term capital growth, buying under market value, cosmetic renovation, the right legal expertise, and also learning how to value property. So I just want to encourage you, making money in property is fun and easy, okay? But you need education. Without education, if you're trying to be a hero property investor and trying to learn all these things yourself, there are still going to be so many things that you don't know that you don't actually know, right? You may think that, oh, look, I know how to tell if a property is in good condition, I can inspect the property, but that's not how we make money. These are 6 ways we make money amongst many, and if you invest in your education, if you invest in your training, and it doesn't mean putting in 30 hours of classroom education or attending a seminar or anything like that. Deep, expert, precise training, you can literally, in one property transaction, improve your returns by not tens of thousands of dollars, but hundreds of thousands of dollars. Knowing how to make money in these 6 ways will get you to your passive income goal faster, but more importantly, it will actually guarantee that you'll get there. And I think that's what most people want. They just want some surety, some reliance that if I invest in my education, I'm going to be maximizing my opportunity from property investing. I'm not going to be making mistakes, and I'm going to get to my goal, which is passive income. Okay, so hopefully that was useful. Education is everything. If you're educated, you can explore more ways to make money. You can make money in the 6 ways that I've just outlined, and you can guarantee that you'll get a good outcome. Okay, so if you are looking for education, then feel free to DM me. There's plenty of other educators out there as well, but if you feel that you vibe with me, you know, I'll pop the link in the comments or in the description here, or just DM me and we can start a chat. I'm happy to help. Alright guys, have a great Monday. Catch you later, bye.